Hello there, this is Eli G. Brown / Sonic and Sarah here with a Bionicle MOC that I've done based on a character that was originally made as a MOC but was then accepted into the canon, the story, the official story. This is, was it Krakua? Well, something like that. Krakua is a Toa of Sonic's, and before you leave any comment saying, you got this wrong, or that's not supposed to be that, or anything like that, I really didn't like how the instructions, I found the instructions to build him online at Brick Shelf, something like that. Found the instructions link on the Bionicle wiki page that showed this character, and I just followed those, and I built this character with a few updates to make this character look better. First off, you may notice that the arms are actually wrong because the arms are supposed to be entirely made out of ball cups. I really didn't like how that looked, and also for the round ball pieces, the pieces that you saw on the chests of Tahu and Liwa and Kopaka in Series 1 of Bionicle, those pieces, well, the older pieces, the ones that were more used, were what I had, and they constantly popped out. And I also just didn't like the look of it. So I replaced those with Borak arms. These are actually from Nuvak Kal, but they're in Borak arm molds. Of course, the Borak Kal are technically Borak. But anyway, those are what the arms are. I did want to use something shorter, such as the Telemetro arms, but the reason why I didn't do that was because the axle point between the part where the hand is connected to the arm and the rest of the arm, it was a lot shorter and didn't work, so the hand would just flop out in place like the hand would always look like this, and it just did not look very good. Although there are also a couple mixtures between the old style of gray and the new style of gray. For instance, the mask and the hands are in the old style of gray, and the feet are in the new style. This kind of is pretty easy to notice now. Well, I'm not sure if you can actually tell on the video, but if you saw this action figure in real life, you would easily be able to tell that they do not match. But I really do not think that the Toa feet are available in the old gray, and I'm not even gonna bother to try to get any of them in the old gray. If any are actually available, I'm not gonna bother to look. If there are any, well, okay, but I'm just not gonna bother with it. So, okay, back to the review. The legs I was alright with, although in the original instructions, the ball pieces that are used on the thighs of the legs are actually the old ones that only have one axle connection point. You know, the newer ones have where the axle can go all the way through. I'm not sure how long those were in existence, but the first set that I saw them in were the Toa and Nika sets. They were used to attach the head to the rest of the body. I just used those since my guess is at the time this MOC was originally created, those sets had not been out yet. So I just used one of the ones that allowed you to have the axle go all the way through, so it would look more efficient with that. And I also wanted to make an improvement to the part where the legs attached to the body. The original one had kind of this thing where the body could turn around like that. But I used one of those Baki pieces, the ones that Ah, not again. Sorry about that, folks, but we seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. We will get back to you as soon as the problem is resolved. Okay, we're back. As I was saying, I can't remember where I exactly was, but I think I was at the part where the legs are supposed to attach to the rest of the body. I used a Vaki piece, the ones that were introduced in the Vaki sets, to use that. And I didn't like how there was this big gap, so I added some pieces to kind of fill that in and such. And I also needed to add some articulation to the head, because the head, according to the instructions, could spin around, so you could also use one of those pieces to make it stand still, but I did that before I received this piece today, but I just decided to have the neck where the head only stayed in one place temporary until I got the proper part. Now he wears the Kinohi Salitu, which is the mask of mind reading, and his version of it looks exactly like a Hao, the mask shielding, the same mask that Tahu wears. Now, the Salitu was worn by Kongu as a Toa and Naika. Of course, that mold was a lot different. This model was actually made before the Salitu was released as an official set, so therefore, his Salitu looks different from Kongu's Salitu. It looks like a Hao. So, anyway, that is my review on my own copied version of Toa Krakua, and if you like the video, or this character, or both, hit like, but if you didn't like the video, just hit thumbs down. I'm alright with whatever one you do. Just press one of those buttons and there will be nothing for you to worry about. Just press one of those buttons, you hit thumbs down, that's alright. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And again, sorry for that blackout.